Ready to fight? Ready. Good.
A black belt in Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, but he's got hands for days as well. Another big spot for Nate Diaz tonight. You know about the mental game. Psychologically, he breaks a lot of guys before they even make this walk. We'll see how his foe approaches the challenge that is Nate Diaz tonight. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
Rock'em sock him out of the chute here. Just out of range with the big right hand. Wow, what a head kick.
That one landed clean.
Oh! Oh, he gets back up, but barely. Look how wobbly he is. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Diaz is bleeding from the mouth now. A cut there on his lip. That doesn't look like fun. Well, defense doesn't necessarily win championships in MMA, but he's doing a nice job blocking these shots.
He's not allowing his opponent to get any damage off on him by blocking all these attacks.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent is back to the feet. Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round. Oh, head kick attempt. It is blocked by Diaz.
You know, that's a big thing whenever you're blocking high kicks, man. You cannot just take the brunt of that kick on one arm. You have to get that cross arm to try and guide that kick so you don't take all of it.
Diaz is really donating a lot of blood right now. It appears as though most of it is coming from that cut on his lip. Nothing ideal about it. We've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got him hurt very bad. Oh, big right hand.
So the numbers continuing to pile up here. 33 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Topuria's nose is bleeding now, so we'll see how he handles that adversity, but nothing ideal about it here in the middle of this fight. Final seconds here of round one. Outstanding back and forth first round. All right, that is the end of the round, and the cut on his lip has gotten really, really bad. And at this point, you at least have to ask the question as to whether or not it's affecting his breathing. I think if this cut gets any worse, the doctor's going to have no choice but to step in, protect the fighter, and stop the fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Well, an appreciative capacity crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. That previous round, and you get the bonus checks ready. That was insane.
It's done. These guys are taking home the $50,000. They laid it all on the line. They dropped a quarter in the middle of the octagon, and they said, let's go. What a round.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. Now he's got a good body position, yup.
Diaz is in half guard. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very. He's having his way with him here. Under 3 minutes now to go here in round two.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1
Well, he hasn't thrown any strikes to the body so far in this fight, and he's making the job of his opponent easier. I think he's got to start mixing things up, throwing some shots to the body, because at least at this point, his opponent is only expecting shots up top. Diaz's mouth is just pouring blood. His teeth are probably red behind the gum shield. This is getting out of hand, Daniel, and I think a lot of the masses right now on social media are probably calling for this referee to stop the fight.
Doing a great job fighting behind the reach and dictating where the fight takes place.
Well, this fight's been pretty crazy thus far. Both guys doling out a lot of damage, and neither seems too bothered by it, but clearly both parties are hurt.
Both guys are hurt. Both guys are fighting beautifully. Both are showing a lot of heart right now in this fight. They're both doing amazing jobs. Let's see who gets the job done at the end of this thing.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are...
And back to his feet. Back and forth we go. It takes two to tango, and man, have these two individuals tango tonight. I might... He could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
All right, back to the stools now, and he is no longer the handsome man we once knew. That gash is getting serious. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
You ready? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Oh!